Hey boys, welcome to round 2 of our Manly career season 2, and got a win first up. Going to be taking on the Titans, who always, don't know why, but on the game they're always pretty solid. We'll see if there's any new faces. There probably are a few different guys, because I feel like a lot of the Titans players are off contract this year in real life potentially. We'll have a look though. Our team went great in the first round, so obviously not going to be making any changes. Having a look here, Paul Momorowski, a new recruit. Albert Kelly is back at the club. Standard forward pack there. Bryce Cartwright's still there, and pretty standard there. So Albert Kelly, it was such a shame when he left the Titans, dude. I felt like he was really starting to find his... I feel like I've said this exact point like probably a couple of times at least, but it was such a shame that he left. He was really starting to find consistency in the NRL, and he was looking like an absolute machine. Is right here. What a bit of play here. Zach Lomax and Ruben Garrick on this left-hand side are causing all sorts of havoc. We're only a game and a couple of minutes into the season, but these two are already having great starts. They're just really tearing it up at the minute. So it's looking like a very promising left-hand side, and then we've got Dylan Walker and George Tafua with the other side. So a bit of speed and power over that touch line, as finally looks to kick it deep there. But yeah, Kelly's he went to the Super League and obviously he played well over there, but it's good to see him back in not real life, but on the game, back at the Titans, where it didn't. I'm trying to think, where did Kelly make his debut for the Titans? He played there for a couple of seasons. I don't remember him at another club. He might have been like a junior at another club, but I don't really remember. I only remember him at the Titans, and he was always good to watch. As Brenko Lee is going to score a try, hitting back there. It was one of those barge over tries. Always frustrating, but at the same time we let them get into that position. We only have ourselves to blame. So we got to be better around the middle of the field, not to let them get to that sort of position. As who was that? Curtis Sirinen making a long range run, and then we got a good little overlap here. Beautiful pass. Garrick again caught up in trouble. Lomax, and he had a bit of room to move, but it was actually a good scramble from the Titans. They covered fairly well. It was a little bit of nonsense in and around there. As our fourth tackle here, going to look to shift it back to the right. No, it's going to be the big fella, Marty Tapau. He tries to take on AJ Brimson, comes up with a huge one-on-one tackle. I thought that was try time. I tried to put the big shoulder charge into poor old AJ, but he did the job. And then a bit of a nothing play on last tackle there. That was a bit scrappy there from us, but yeah, Marty Tapau, he was straight through one-on-one with the little fullback, and huge effort in defense right there. Gotta tip your hat to that type of effort from Brimson, as the Titans looking to work it out here. As what has happened there? A little knock on. Oh, they actually both our markers weren't square. I thought Mitch Rain was going to take off, but then he tried to pass it and it got all muddled up. So that was pretty lucky for us, honestly. As I tried to get a little bit of a blindside play happening off the scrum there. Unfortunately, it just broke down. We passed it into back of one of our own players, as Akwala is now on the field for Big Marty, I think. Also Paseka and Williams. So we got the big fresh boys out there. It's it's a good bench, honestly. I like the bench a lot. As our last tackle here, Lomax tries to get the offload. Ruben Gary passes it back. It's gone forward. Oh my god! If Gary just gave himself a little bit of room, the offload would have worked a treat, but He was just sort of caught flat-footed. I thought I was going to go out. That's why I tried to pass it. I probably could have... I could have potentially tried to, what's it called? Could have potentially tried to take on the winger, but, you know, I try to get something going, as it's going to be a 6-all. A 6-all halftime score. Bit of a scrappy game so far. We started out beautifully, but other than that, it's been a little bit back and forth both sides. As AJ Primson gets through, he throws the offload, but it's going to go into the arms of Fainu. Fainu beats the one defender in front of him, and that is going to be a try to us, a try to Fainu. And a great try at that. Usually it's the AI doing these type of tries, the intercept, beat a tackler, and then race away and score. But that's a pretty rare occurrence. Usually the AI is very good at scrambling and getting back and covering those sorts of efforts. So Fainu pinning the ears back and showing a good deal of pace. As again, that was a really good play. That was the outside, or the inside plays. Bloody hell, Akawala just got in the way. I was trying to get it out wide to our fast man. But that little inside play was a bit of a take on the sort of the plan, because Tom Trebojevic was sort of covered, and then we passed it a little bit later than expected, and Fainu was able to get through. So it was a good little mix-up. Unfortunately, another try to the Titans just barging their way over. I just... Oh, it's annoying when it's 1-on-1 and they get that try, but when it's 2-on-1, like most often when there's 2 in the tackle, they'll roll them over, but when they get that small chance to get the try, it's always very frustrating. As Adam Fanua-Blake here, beautiful run, the big fellas, Marty DePau and Fanua-Blake combining, and then a little late offload. Fainu again backing up like all good dummy half should. And it's been a good little fight. I mean, it's been up and down. It's been back and forth between both sides. No one has really grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck here and you know, got the ascendancy. But we do have that 6-point lead now, as at times with Kelly get it back to Jared Wallace, taken down in the tackle there. 4th tackle. Still a couple of plays left. Mitch Rain is going to spread it out. Good ball. Jai Arrow. Is he going to get there? No, this time we're able to roll him over on his back. But yeah, that try was a great one. The Fanua-Blake offload was special, and Fainu was just there at the right time once again. So got to be happy with that. And our big boys, Marty DePau and Fanua-Blake, doing excellent work as we try. That's the risk of the inside play. Like I said before, like it's not, as I do give away the penalty, and of course the AI, stupidly, they're going to take the 2 points. You know, very silly, but that's what they do. But yeah, the inside play, like I said in the last video, it's not overpowered, because that happens a lot. The AI, a lot of times, they'll sort of just read it and they'll teleport to the ball, and the pass will be like very floaty and it'll just get intercepted. As Jake Trebojevic almost... I thought Fainu was going to race away and score his hat-trick right there. This time we just show it and go, which DCE, rather than trying to throw it back there. 3rd tackle, looking to completely wrap this game up. Good little play there. Jake Trebojevic, he's been good in this back end of the game here. As we try a little outside inside play again. Fainu, he's just finding himself in the right place at the right time at the minute here. So last tackle, Cade Cuss puts in the kick. It's not a bad kick. We're not going to give away 7 tackles, which is good. As Paul Momorowski takes a tackle, and that should be all she wrote. But Shannon Boyd is going to go straight through. But there we go. We do get away with the win. It was close. It was close at the end there. But again, Fainu, did he get man of the match last game as well? He's had an absolute stellar start to the year. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.